outrage as Shettima, the Nigeria's vice president, describes the sponsors of the #End Bad Governance in Nigeria protest in the country as persons from Australia, the United States and Finland. This is as he described them as bandits and idiots. Guys, this is interesting. So, Shettima, who spoke recently while he was the special guest of honor when the Sheikh of Borno, His Royal Highness Alhaji Dr. Abubakar Omar Garba Ali Amin, gave out 4 of his daughters in marriage at a wedding ceremony in Maiduguri, the Borno state capital. Guys, according to Shettima, those that are sponsoring these protests are bandits and idiots who are fomenting mischiefs from the comfort of Australia, Finland and United States, and the so-called social media influencers. Shettima implored Nigerians to shun the planned nationwide protests scheduled to begin on August 1st, 2024, saying it is time for unity and focused development in the country. According to him, protest has never been a solution for nations to solve their challenges, but rather an avenue for destruction of human lives and properties, even as he called for peace and unity. Appealing to Nigerians to shun the planned protests, Mr. Shettima has noted that the Nigerian youth should not follow the path of anarchy or destruction. He implored Nigerians to keep faith with the federal government, adding that in no distant time, all of the administration's efforts will surely pay off. The Vice President Shettima further obtained that it was time for unity and not for protest in the country. We've had enough challenges in Borno as a state. Now, he noted that the governors are working tirelessly to see to the developmental defects and also to bring success to Borno. The Vice President assured that President Tinubu remained committed to pulling the nation out of the woods, emphasizing that Tinubu's administration would leave no stone unturned in ensuring that the welfare and the lives of Nigerians are improved drastically. Guys, this is awkward that the Vice President Shettima would tag the organizers of this protest as idiots and, bandits. Guys, this is really, really absurd, I must say. Mr. Shettima has gone out of line for making these statements, claiming the organizers of the protest are idiots from USA, Australia. What? In fact, Shettima, shouldn't have made this statement at all. He shouldn't have made this statement at all because Nigerians have seen their true intentions. How can Shettima make this kind of statement when he knows that the organizers of this protest is hunger? The organizers of this protest is starvation. The organizers of this protest is end corruption in Nigeria, #end bad governance in Nigeria. This protest seems to be a fight between politicians and the masses. Shettima do not know how to control his language. Sometimes we are not surprised. But then, Shettima lacks manners when it comes to communications. His provocative utterances sometimes pushes Nigerians to an edge. No matter what they say, the peaceful protest must go on in order to caution this set of political selfish failures running the Nigerian governmental affairs, else they will collapse Nigeria before the end of this year. But then, when they get into power, they tend to lose sense of reasoning. The Nigerian government is still taking the youths and the entire masses for granted. Let the government reverse the fuel subsidy. Let the government reverse the electricity tariff. Let the government reduce high cost of governance and insecurity. And this is coming from the Vice President. We are finished. This is see finish in Nigeria. The organizers of this protest are abroad. Fine. In fact, how does it concern people in the US? How does it concern people in Australia? How does it concern people in these countries that he has mentioned? Because people in the US are dealing with affairs of the US. Nigerians are the ones saying enough is enough. Sometimes our leaders can make provocative utterances. And to be honest, most times they don't speak from their hearts. They just open their mouth and whatever comes out, it just comes out like that. The masses are hungry. But look at what Kashim Shettima could say. This is to show that his heart is filled with bitterness. His heart is filled with non-sympathy. He doesn't have sympathy for the masses. And tomorrow they will still come out and tell Nigerians to vote for them ahead of 2027. That Nigerians should vote for them. But I must say, the organizers of this protest is bad governance, hunger, insecurity, subsidy removal, electricity increase, other demands. I'm glad that Nigerians are gradually keeping aside their differences. People are uniting in a common for a common objective, which is to protest against the government. This is the first time in a long time Nigerians are united against their oppressors, against politicians. But it is a shame, but it's also unfortunate that hunger is what's uniting Nigerians, hunger and starvation. Because when they told people back then that this government is not as it seems, they said, oh, it is the turn of Emilokan to rule. It is the turn of our brother to rule. So people should not impose. They asked other regions to go back to their states, to develop their states, that they are coming with IPOB agenda. They were making all sorts of excuses that Peter Obi will cry. Now who is crying? They are the ones crying. This government is fond of pointing fingers at others for the mistakes they have made, for their failures, which is terrible. And it is unfortunate. Now look at what's happening. The politicians are fighting off this protest. The government are fighting off this protest. They don't want this protest to hold. But I'm sure the masses will shock them. Because come what may, the protest will surely hold. But I must say, this is a very careless statement from Kashim Shettima. I'm dropping here, guys. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.